Hello and welcome to Crypto Atlas. In this video, I'm going to be discussing some of the latest news updates and technical analysis going on with SafeMoon. If you guys are new to the channel, do not forget to hit subscribe for more cryptocurrency news and technical analysis, which also includes that of SafeMoon, obviously. And also click the bell icon so that you know whenever there's a new video. And also, if you can, please make sure you click on the thumbs up like button. It helps us out with the YouTube search algorithm. As you guys can see here on the chart, we do have this listed over for ZBG, and that's one of the main bits of news I want to go ahead and start off with for you guys. But before I actually do get into that, I just want to let you guys know, first off, I'm not a financial advisor. Everything I'm sharing is for entertainment purposes. I always highly recommend you guys go do further due diligence and do further research, right? So just keep that in mind. Also, I am on Twitter at CryptoAtlasYT. If you guys are huge fans of SafeMoon, I've been talking a lot about it. I like the project personally. Everyone's entitled to their own opinions, and a lot of people gravitate towards certain coins. This coin looks like it has a lot of prospects, so in my personal opinion, I find it interesting. And so if you guys want to check out some memes and stuff that I do, or share some news updates that's going on regards to this, or Bitcoin, other cryptocurrencies, check me out at CryptoAtlasYT. So you guys can actually see here on their Twitter account, they have hit over 400,000 followers. I mean, they're absolutely just killing it right now, getting closer and closer to 500,000 Twitter followers. And this project's only about 2 months old. So that's phenomenal just on that standpoint by itself. In addition to that, you can also see that with the announcement going on with ZBG, they are doing some giveaway stuff. This is ZBG doing the giveaway stuff. There's details that are pertaining to that through their Twitter account. It's an airdrop, and they got some other things going on as well. So there was delays that was going on for quite a while with SafeMoon to be able to get onto this exchange, and it was largely being identified because of stability issues. They wanted to make sure that once this premiered that they're able to handle the amount of traffic. So it ended up getting delayed and delayed and delayed and delayed. Several days later, a lot of people frustrated, some people still patient, and what ended up happening was once it first launched on the exchange, because this is really late, this was 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time in the morning for my time. So I was up in the morning watching this happen. And when it happened, it ended up spiking right away, shot up really nice, looked really bullish, and then it started pulling down. And then we saw a little bit of a downtrend going on here as well, which I'll show you guys in the charts regarding that. But some very interesting things also have been playing out over the last 24 hours. So we actually have burned another 1 trillion coins. For those of you guys that don't know, SafeMoon has originally 1 quadrillion coins, which if you're not familiar with the world of cryptocurrencies, or maybe you are, this is a lot of coins. To put that into perspective, Bitcoin has a total supply in the end that'll be 21 million. So we're talking about 1 quadrillion, right? There's only about 8 billion people on the planet. Now, in theory, you could argue and say, well, by comparison, take a look at Bitcoin. You do 21 million times 100 million Satoshis, and whatever that number is, that's a huge number. So in Satoshis, that's absolutely massive. But technically, you could take a SafeMoon and do a denomination of a SafeMoon as well. So you don't have to have just one SafeMoon. You could have like 0.049 whatever of a SafeMoon. So technically its number is super astronomically high as well. But the point is with this, that every time you do a transaction, there's 10% of a transaction fee, 5% of which gets put into a burn wallet that has no access to it. It's been disclosed about that. The other 5% is then rewarded to all the other wallet holders. And that amount that is rewarded is based on proportion of how much ownership that you have. I also want to make note of something like this because a lot of people don't seem to be taking this into account. There are more and more wallet holders that are coming into play. Just recently, we had celebrated that we hit over 500,000 wallet holders and then 750,000. It's over 1.38 million holders right now. I hope you guys understand that. We're just now starting to get into some of the other markets. It's just now starting to get moved forward on some of these other exchanges. So we are still extremely early. But the reflections, which is the amount that you receive in your wallet, you should be expecting that to realistically be going down over time as more wallet holders come in, they acquire more, they hold more. Sure, there's transactions that are taking place, but every huge transaction that takes place burns a ton of it, and then next thing you know, you're doing 10% of smaller transactions rather than these absolutely massive ones. When it was in the early stages and this thing was worth so little, it was very easy to acquire very large amounts. So I can say that you're still able to acquire very large amounts with where we're at now, but I'm just using that in comparison to what it was before for the price point, right? So when you take that into account, that means that even the top wallet holders, at a certain point, it's not really going to be that feasible for them to be trying to do these like pump and dump type things with this, because the value that they're gaining is just, it's so small and incremental with the way that it's doing it in comparison to that 10% drop. So when they're ready to finally cash out, it'll have an impact, and then more than likely they're not going to be trying to come back in so significantly, right? It really discredits the idea of trying to do pump and dump mechanics. That's one of the mechanics that I actually really like of this token. In addition to that, they got a lot of projects that are going to be coming out pretty soon here, according to what they're saying, like the exchange in order to do the trading in cryptocurrencies. In addition to that, they plan on doing an NFT exchange, and NFTs are absolutely booming, so that's exciting. They're developing some kind of a game. There's no details on that, and I feel like I'm about to sneeze. And they have an end game project. They're working on partnerships and stuff, so they're working hard. There's a lot of exchanges that are coming out. This has prospects to it, right? Huge community. That's one of the biggest things I want to stress about this. Massive community that's growing behind it. Taking a look at SafeMoon over here on CoinMarketCap, you can see that its rank is 2,453, and that is actually kind of a facade because it's not actually listing what its market cap is. Their development team has been reaching out to them, trying to get that thing updated, and it still hasn't been updated. So what the heck, CoinMarketCap? Like, get that thing fixed. If they get that thing fixed, this coin is more than likely going to be in the top 200 coins at least. It's listed at about $2.5 billion right now, and if we actually went to CoinMarketCap and looked at it from a market capitalization perspective, $2.5 billion would currently put it at we would be right around 55 or so. That's 2.49, right? 2.49. Yeah, we'd actually be at 54 out of all the cryptocurrencies, almost top 50. And it had a little bit of a dip earlier today. So actually, I'm going to go ahead and dive over into the charts here now and do a little bit of technical analysis. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. But one thing I want to point out here is a couple things. One of which, in the words of Trey's Trades, right? A guy that talks about AMC a lot and stock stuff. George W., right? This looks like a W-based pattern formation right here. This is a bullish pattern. It's also known as a double bottom because you have one bottom position right here, another bottom position that is reflective of the previous position. And this is bullish, meaning the price is more than likely going to be going up. So taking a look at this, you can see that we also have what looks like, it's kind of a variable formation, but it looks like a little bit of a shoulder there coming down. Again, you kind of have the head that's sharing these two different points together. And then you come back down here, and this looks like another shoulder position, which mimics that of the previous shoulder position quite well. And now you have what's called an inverse head and shoulders pattern. By doing so with this, we can actually then draw the neckline. This is also a bullish base pattern. By drawing this neckline, then what we want to take and look at is at the lowest price point position off of this trend, which we're going to go ahead and use this. I'm not going to include the big wick position that had happened there. I know I could have used a straight line for this, but whatever. So if we manage to break above this neckline, guys, it looks like we could have potentially a run going up back to the 7312 realistically in a shorter base time frame, right? Longer base time frame, there's a lot of stuff that's still going to need to play out, and there's a lot of unknown factors because it's such a new base project. But when you take a look at some of the fundamentals of how this works, it does look like we are starting to build up some opportunity with this. There was large volume that took place during the launch of this on the exchange earlier today. Since then, the volume has been steadily declining, and once it gets to a low enough point, then what ends up happening is you have a reversal and volume starts to kick up once again. So if they have some other news coming out pretty soon, any other new exchanges or projects that are finally going to be applicable with this project, then I think that's going to be very bullish indeed. I am also going to say this on the side. I am a game developer. Just so you guys know, I've been working on my own Roblox game. And I had launched one version. I'm doing renovations. I'm going to be relaunching it again. But in the future, I may very well decide to try and pursue some kind of a video game element that can include SafeMoon. It's not a guaranteed thing. It's something I've been playing with as an idea. Let me know if you guys like that idea. And if you do, maybe give me some game suggestions of something that you think would be cool for me to implement to where you can use ZBG as a currency inside of that game. Inside, that's not a word. Inside that game. I'm going to go and wrap up the video there. Guys, if you're new to the channel, do not forget to hit subscribe. Hit the thumbs up like button as well. It'd be greatly appreciated. Click on the bell icon so you know whenever we have a new video. Click the thumbs up like button. Really does help out a lot, guys. We're trying to grow this community. And let me know in the comments if you're bullish, if you're bearish on SafeMoon, why. Hope you guys are all doing well. Hopefully I see you over on Twitter at CryptoAtlasYT. And I'll see you guys in the next episode.